the CEO for his first love, even wants to divorce his wife. The woman, without hesitation, took the pen and signed. Watching the CEO's departing figure, the woman finally broke down completely. Little did he know that she was pregnant at this moment, and she had always loved the CEO deeply in her heart. Shilin Yuang, 1 yuan. Why is she still in your heart? But you give me this kind of fleeting and unreal love. The woman was like falling into a deep abyss. Fortunately, her mother-in-law arrived in time and sent her to the hospital. The CEO only found out at this time that his wife was already pregnant. However, when the doctor came out, what she saw was actually his own first love. The scheming woman is going to operate on her daughter-in-law. The mother-in-law immediately refused. However, the patient's life was hanging by a thread. The CEO snatched the medical record and signed it without hesitation. The mother cursed at her son. This is clearly wanting your own grandson's life. However, the CEO's heart was set on his deeply loved first love and was furious at his mother's actions. When the mother and son were at loggerheads, the scheming woman suddenly came out of the operating room. How is she? What are you worried of? Am I a doctor? I have medical ethics. So far, mother and child are safe. Arts. Shanshan? I didn't mean that. I'm telling you, Xinglu, I'm 20. You can't get a divorce at this critical juncture. Can you just say less? The key now is we need to stabilize the one inside. As long as she, Chen Xingchen, gives birth to this child, you don't care who she's with, do you? How can this family be like this? Excuse me. Please push me out later. Okay. Don't think about anything now. Have a good rest. I'll stay here with you tonight. Shilin Yuang, 1 yuan. Your sense of responsibility is like a sharp knife. The better you are to me, the deeper you hurt me. Xing Chen, I am Selma. I am Fen Have you seen the watch I usually wear? I took it for maintenance. You have a fever. How about we order takeout? Don't eat it. Bed 23. Doctor, he asked you to go to her office. Okay. Come, and you finally agreed to see me. Sit down. Shan, I got married because... Wait. This time, I didn't call you here to reminisce it. I want to tell you, the child in Xinxing, Sally, see, must be kept. What do you mean? Shen Xingchen's uterine condition is not good. If she has another miscarriage, I'm afraid she won't be able to have children again. She's so young. How is that possible? Shilin Yuang, 1 yuan. Believe me, choose to let Shen Xingchen give birth to this child. Your family of 5 will be happy. I know my father forced you to sign the agreement. Now that you're banked, I can't pretend that nothing happened. It's over between us. Maybe Shen Xingchen is your best choice. If Xingchen wants to keep this child, I can't just abandon them. Shanshan, what do you want? As long as I can give it, I'll give it to you. For me, your happiness is enough for me. Let the past be the past. Oh, and don't tell Xingchen about her not being able to have another miscarriage. You just tell her that you're looking forward to this child and want to keep this child. That's enough. Professor Zhao. Professor Zhao. I've finished filling out the internship report. Thank you, Professor Zhao. I heard that your grades are completely sufficient for postgraduate recommendation. Why aren't you pursuing further studies? Personal reasons. I'm here to do rounds. There's no discomfort anymore. The so-called personal reasons you mentioned are just to marry a man who doesn't love you and then give up on your own life, right? What happened last night? You already know all about it. The whole department is talking about it. It'll change your doctor. Why bother troubling yourself for a man who doesn't love you and make yourself suffer? I'm not planning to keep this child. I didn't ask you to have an abortion. Give me another copy of the divorce agreement. If you had told me yesterday that you were already pregnant, I wouldn't have. You finally get to be with the love you missed because of a misunderstanding, rekindle your relationship, and happily come to divorce me. How could I have the heart to tell you about my pregnancy and ruin your mood? Xingchen, I am Selma-Sitsa. I am Fen Fel Omnibly. Trill Amsa. I'm sorry. When we got married, you already fulfilled your obligation to inform me. I'm the one who knew it was a fire pit but still jumped into it. I can't blame you. Well, just follow the terms we agreed on yesterday and get a divorce. Xingchen, I am Selma-Sitsa. I am Fen Fel Omnibly. Trill Amsa. Keep the baby. We're not getting a divorce. Then what about Dr. He? My business with her is none of your concern. I have my own arrangements. A child, if they don't have the love of their parents, will never be happy in their life. I won't give birth to him. Mr. Shai, you don't need to force yourself either to give up true love. Since I promised not to get a divorce, I won't regret it. Then this time, I don't want to force myself anymore. You said divorce, so divorce it is. Now you don't want a divorce, and you want Xingchen to forgive you. That won't go. Even if you are my son, I still have to say what's fair. During these few days that Xingchen is hospitalized, you have to, Mom. Don't try to persuade me anymore. Okay, I get it. It must be He Shanshan who said something to you. Xingchen, I am Selma-Sitsa. I am Fen Fel Omnibly. Trill Amsa. You mustn't believe her. She seduced Lin Yuan, and I drove her away. So she holds a grudge against our family. She can't stand seeing Lin Yuan happy. Enough, Mom. It was clearly you who used her parents' lives to threaten her, forced her to go abroad. How can you have the nerve to turn things around? Shanshan, from beginning to end, was only thinking about Xingchen's health. Whoa, and you, for that damn inheritance right. Shanshan. I'd like to see what kind of love potion she gave you, that you still don't understand anything even now. Mom, get up. Seducing someone else's husband, instigating others to have abortions and beat children. Are you worthy of being a doctor? Mom, stop making a scene. Shen Xingchen is your daughter-in-law. She almost killed her, and you're still protecting her. I've never harmed anyone. Why won't you just let me go? When my father had uremia and needed dialysis, you wouldn't let the hospital accept us. I knelt from the first floor to the fifth floor, begging for a work permit. No hospital would accept my work permit. Later, I left your son and tried my best to protect your grandson. I told him to leave me and go back to Shenzhen. What else do you want me to do? What else do I have to do for you to let me go? Mom, how could you do this? I didn't do it. Don't listen to her nonsense. This is a hospital office, not a place for patients' family members to make a scene. If you don't take your mother and leave, it'll call security. Auntie, I beg you, please let me go. If you really think I'm bad. Our director Zhao is the most doctor. Let him be in charge of Shen Xingchen. Shen Xin will definitely be safe and give birth to her child. I'm also a respectable person. If it weren't for my daughter-in-law, would I be humiliating myself like this? I don't want to cause trouble either. Patients are hospitalized. We will do our best to care for them. You too. Please leave. Shan has handed you over to me. I'll check your condition again and arrange a surgery date for you. I want to change doctors. Why? I don't want, while I'm hospitalized, to be scolded and tested. You want to be a doctor. I will definitely support you with all my might, testing and everything all the time. Since you've given up yourself, then I don't need to waste my breath. I'm sorry, I didn't know at that time. The situation was like that. Why didn't you come to me? Forget it, it's all in the past. Actually, at the beginning, uncle and aunt were very good to me, but after they knew that I couldn't have children, they started to change towards me. It was me who didn't handle it well. I'll transfer Shen Xingchen to another hospital. This won't happen again. Lin Yuan, do you know? Actually, I really wanted help you deliver this baby. Shen Xingchen and I'd look so much alike. Your child must be very cute. Shan, you are you. Shen Xingchen is Shen Xingchen. Making you celebrate your birthday in the hospital. I'm sorry. Do you still remember? Of course. Didn't we agree to celebrate birth together in the future? Cake? My assistant said, it's your birthday today. The company ordered it. I don't celebrate birthdays. If it's not celebrated, just throw it away. Because my mom said, my birthday is her day of suffering. Since I was little, whenever I wanted to celebrate my birthday, I would get beaten and scolded. I also often wondered why I had to come into this world. Keep the cake. Eat it as desserts. Even Good Friday is celebrated. Why can't we celebrate birthdays? Well, celebrate it every year from now on. I'll celebrate it for you. You don't have to be so nice to me. Lin Yuan. Dr. Yei, Vice. I guessed correctly. This ultrasound of yours has a big problem. 2 fertilized eggs, 1 implanted normal, and the other is ectopic. This situation is very dangerous and requires immediate surgery. Quickly call your family to sign the consent form. I'll sign it myself. Doctor, come quick, help. Doctor. I told you, it's just hypoglycemia. You don't have to worry about me. It's a chronic condition. You suddenly called me. your voice barely a whisper. How could I not worry about you? I know I shouldn't call you, but I really couldn't help it. In this kind of situation, you shouldn't have so many concerns. If you want to be lovey-dovey, go home. Don't come to the hospital and disregard people's lives. How is that possible? Shen Xingchen has an ectopic pregnancy. 2 fertilized eggs, 1 implanted normal, and the other didn't. As a doctor, you have to consider and check for all possibilities. Just because you went thorough in your work, Shen Xingchen tonight almost lost her life. What happened to Shen Xingchen? Do you care? Go be with your doctor, please. Stay away from Shen Xingchen. Where's the patient in this bed? I don't know. Where's Shen Xingchen? She doesn't want to see you. Shilin Yuan, 1 yuan. What are you doing? She's my wife. Then do you know that your wife needs surgery? When it was time to find family to sign the consent form, you were hugging another woman and running around looking for the emergency room. The patient is currently in the recovery period and needs to rest. For her sake, please give her some peace and quiet for a few days. Then I'll prepare 3 meals a day and bring them over. Can you help me deliver them? No need? No, why? Taking care of patients in more experience than you? All the paperwork is done. I'll take you home. Thank you, Dr. Zhao. The surgery I mentioned to you before. When is it scheduled? Your current physical condition doesn't allow for this surgery. Why? So, I undergo this surgery. I will be unable to have children for the rest of my life. Yes, I'm long, I'll make fancy. I'm holding, I am sharing our parents. Does Dr. He know? So she told Lin Yuan about the situation. Right. Frown. So Lin Yuan, because of this reason, was forced to choose me for his so-called responsibility. Dr. He is love, and I am responsibility. I don't know about that. Maybe this is the best arrangement. I won't be a good mother. Dr. Zhao, schedule it, or think about it again. There's no need.